Hey everyone, it's Tina and we are ready to kick off the Spooky Sweet Halloween and Fall Palooza. And so this video that I'm doing today is to give you guys everything you need to know to prep for my layout. So I did an 8-page scrapbook kit with the Spooky Sweet papers and DSP, and I have a cutting guide found under files. And the assembly guide will be uploaded on Friday for my class on Saturday morning if you're on the West Coast, and afternoon if you're on the East Coast. So what we're going to do is talk about how I do my cutting guides and what you need. So if you haven't found this, click on files in the group and you will find it there. And then either print it off or pull it up. And the first page is the layout of how I do my guides. So what you're going to see at the top is the key for the abbreviations I use, any cutting tips, what color of cardstock or DSP you need to pull out and set aside so that as you cut, you will lay your pieces into those piles. And then any assembly tips and then supplies needed. And if there's assembly tips that I really want to highlight, then I will highlight them by bolding them and using yellow highlighter. And so you'll see the first thing you see here is on layout 1. Before removing any of the stickers from the sticker sheet, you are going to put this in your trimmer and you are going to cut 2 1/4 inch by 12 inch strips off. So let me show you. Okay, so you have your trimmer and you're going to line it up on the 1/4 inch mark, which is this first long line all the way down. And we're going to cut 2 of them. Okay, so while it's still on the sticker sheet, oops, 1 and 2. Okay, easy, easy. These we are going to use on layout 1. If Stampin' Up! Is going to give us all this extra space on the layouts, on the sticker sheet, we're going to use them on our layouts. So that's the first thing you're going to see, okay? And then the other note says, before removing the 12-inch border sticker, cut it from the sticker on either side. So what I mean by that is we are going to cut right here. See, there is this extra little piece right here. We're going to cut that right in half, and we're going to use this border sticker, and then this one right here. This is a throwaway piece. We're going to cut it right in half. The easiest way to do it, again, is to leave it right on the sticker sheet and put it in your trimmer, okay? And just line it up right on that line. And I don't think you can see it very good on the camera. I'm going to zoom in a bit to show you. But look at that. I have it so that this is the cutting track. So I'm going to slice right down there and I'll have a border sticker. Okay, so those are the first 2 things that I wanted to show you. The next thing I want to show you is how I do the cutting guides, because there are a few of you that are new. And so the first thing you need to know is that all my guides are listed width first, height second in general, or I mean always. And I do it that way simply because it's easier to read going across the page. So for example, over here for layout number 2, it is 12 inches wide by 2.5 inches tall. If I did it this way, I would have to turn it. And sometimes I do have to do that, but not always. Sorry if you can hear my dogs. Okay, so that's the cutting guide. Now let's talk about all the pieces. So these are sticker sheets pieces. So the back is going to be sticky when we peel that off. So they're ready to go for layout 1. But what else do I need you to prep for layout number 1? Well, the first thing I need you to do is to cut the big border strip, the big seam piece that comes in the kit. Okay, so you're going to see that it's going to have several different scenes, and on the cutting guide I show you how to cut them. And for layout number 1, you are going to need both of those, and that's what they look like. So you have those cut out and put into layout number 1. And then of course any little skinny strips you have like this, go ahead, pull them off and add your tear and tape to the back side so that they are ready to go when we are ready to assemble. Then on the die cut sheet, you will need for this particular kit a few die cuts. So we're going to use the cute little hippo that's trick-or-treating, and we're going to use the little banners that we have here. And then I grabbed the pumpkins with the bird, one of the little fairy bears, and the little bats. So those are the 5 die cuts that you need for layout number 1, okay? And then for stickers, what I have you do is I have you pull them off the sticker sheet and add your dimensionals to the back, and then make it unsticky the rest where the dimensionals aren't, using the anti-static pouch or the embossing buddy if you have that, okay? So for this layout, the stickers that I need you to prep, there are only 3, okay? We're gonna prep 1 ghost and the pumpkins. So these 2 right by each other, and official candy taster. That is it for layout number 1. Okay, let's look at what we need for layout number 2. So I pulled in Smoky Slate. I thought it looked really good with this particular kit. Now from the scenes, you're gonna grab the ones that have the purple and the fence, the spooky fence. So you need both of those because we're gonna build it across the page. And then you're going to want 2 of the tree die cuts, okay? And you can go ahead and get dimensionals on them. And then you are going to want another one of those pumpkin with the bird die cuts. And then a bunch of bats. I have 4 of the bats. So that is it for the die cuts. And then for the stickers that I need you to prep, we are going to grab the big bat and the big bird, and you're going to put your dimensionals on the back of those, wherever I set those. So these 2 right here, and then today was a howl, okay? That's the other one that I'm going to have you prep. That is all that we need to do for layout number 2. And I'll give you a sneak peek. This is where that little purple border sticker comes in. It just did the perfect little job of setting apart the scene from the bottom of the page. So it was just a fun way to use up even more of what Stampin' Up! Provides, but it's definitely not necessary. But as you use your stickers, you see these cute border stickers left. So I thought, why not? Let's play with it. All right, let's talk about layout number 3. There is a little fussy cutting on layout number 3. The base of it is this pattern paper that has the orange in it. And then again, we have the scene. So you want to get cut out both of these scenes. We are going to make trick-or-treaters walking in front of the houses. Add your tear and tape to the back of these. It just makes it a lot faster when we're assembling. And then for die cuts, you're gonna need a 3rd tree. Okay, so pop out a 3rd tree and you're gonna add dimensionals to it. And then you have the bear die cut. These are the 2 main die cuts. And I want dimensionals on both of those. And then, where'd my little piggy go? I decided to, and I just saw it, but it might have slipped out. Cut apart, well, from the DSP, you're gonna fussy cut 1 piggy. And I know he was here because I was just looking at him, but somehow, now that I'm doing the video, I don't see him. I was going to even fussy cut him for you, but you're gonna wanna fussy cut out 1 little piglet. And then you will see on one of the cut apart sheets that you have these tags. Go ahead and cut them out. So you're going to use 2 of the black, and I use the ones that have the white line all the way around, and then 2 of the petunia pop. And then what I did here, and you'll see it on the cutting guide, is on the back of one of the scene pieces, okay, it's just solid petunia pop, and here it is, right here. You are gonna cut 2 banner pieces that are gonna be 5 1/4 by 1 1/2. So cut 2 that are 5 1/4 inches long by 1 1/2, snip straight up the center and make your banner. So that is the pieces of that you need to prep. Now let's talk about the stickers. They're pretty easy. We're going to use 3 sets of words. We're going to use the Boo Crew, and we're going to use Let the Fun Begin in October 31st. But of course, you can change these up to fit whatever you want on your layout. But I used 3 words, and I popped them up. And then I also decided to pop up the journaling space right here. So add dimensionals to that, and the last little ghost. All right? So that's layout number 3. And layout number 4. All right, here we are. Layout number 4, there's also fussy cutting. So on layout number 4, I chose to cut out from the DSP, the orange DSP, which we use as photo mats on layout number 2. But see, the back side is all these little cute guys. So from your leftover, you're going to, I picked the bear, and he's not that hard to cut. And I just want you guys to fussy cut. And just a little reminder when you're cutting, the hand that is not holding the scissors is the one that's doing all the work, because it's going to slowly rotate the paper through the scissors. The scissors' only job is to open and close. And if you do it this way, go all the way in to the base of the scissors and slowly close and rotate, you'll get such a smooth, non-choppy edge to your little image, and it's not hard to fussy cut. You can also keep a pretty even border, but it's okay if it's not totally even. So cut this little guy out, that's it, and add dimensionals to him. All right, so for layout number 3, we are going to use another one of the scene cards. So you're going to need this little scene. And our little bear is going to be at the doorway like he was trick-or-treating. Either he's leaving his house or he just got candy, and we're going to pop him up. All right, the other thing, this is from the cut-apart sheet, okay? So you're going to cut that out. It's going to be your journaling piece. And then for your die cuts, we're going to have the cauldron, and then this little potion bubble goes on top. And I decided to put dimensionals just on this and pop it up. So you need your cauldron, and I used a few bats. So 3 more bats and 2 candy corns. Easy enough, right? So those are the die cuts that you need, but don't forget to fussy cut that little guy. And again, these strips are thin enough that I would go ahead and add my tear and tape to the back so it's ready to go when we assemble. Now let's talk about stickers. For this layout, there is only 1 sticker that you need to pop up, and it's the Hey Pumpkin. And so that means we will have used, I think, all of the word stickers. So we'll pop that up. That's the only sticker, and that is everything you need to do to prep for my layout. So I will be back with you guys Saturday at 10 a.m. West Coast time, or 1 p.m. for you East Coasters. I know we're pretty evenly split between East and West Coast. So I look forward to seeing you then, and I hope that you have fun watching the classes that come before mine. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.